Okay, so I was going to redo my review on this one right here because I don't think I did a good enough job on it, so that's what today is. A wakizashi from Hero Swords. And it's not bad. It's got a nice, it's an alloy Suba. There's the Kasha. And then the Fuchi. The design's the same on both sides. Now it doesn't have a lip here except from the Ito. So there's no sharp edges, no ledges. The Ito is not real leather. They did cover up on one side the Makugi holes. The Minukis, it's a battle wrap. I did have to glue the Minukis because one side was getting loose. That's the only thing I don't like about a battle wrap, is if they don't do it good when they do it, then the Minukis start getting loose and everything. And other than that, it's comfortable. It isn't real race skin. You could probably see it, that it's not. It's like that rubber stuff. Now, this is from Hero Swords on Amazon. Runs $119. It's got 7-inch handle, so it's nice. You could grip it with 2 if you needed to. They did wrap the Kasha with the Ito around it, which I like. I've never had to do anything with this Kasha. You guys probably see me cut with this. This is also my practice wakizashi. The Seigyo is just Ito wrap, so it's nothing to talk about. The Shitadomes, of course, are not glued in, and it's a matte black saya, and it's kind of dinged up. You can see there's one there, there's one right here. So what do you get for $119 though? I had to shim this, by the way. It's not high quality wood. The Koraguchi mouth actually is shaped really nice. It really is. But it's not a very hard wood. So I've had to shim this guy 3 times. So yeah, it's not the highest quality. But what are you paying for $119 with all that? What you're paying for is the blade. The blade is actually $10.95. It's not differentially hardened, it's through hardened. It's got a black coating on it, and they actually did the coating very well. I have cut numerous water bottles with this thing, and it doesn't rub off. They did a really good job. Now the edge, you can, let's see if it'll pick it up. You'll see some scratches near the edge there, and that's just from me sharpening it, is what it's from. The Hibaki actually has a really nice fit. There's a little bit of gaps on either side of it, but other than that, it fits really nice. And it's a 19-inch blade, of course. but it handles really well in the hands. And to give you a comparison, I have my Otanto here, you know, which I really like this thing. So if we go like that, okay, you would think that this was a wakizashi. But it's actually a Tanto. Yeah, for $119, if you're on a budget, it's worth it. And I did, I messaged on Amazon to the company. This was $10.95, and they clarified. They said yes, this is $10.95 blade. So for $119 through hardened $10.95 blade, it's not bad at all. And I've cut beach mats with a 1/4-inch bamboo in it, soaked. This edge is never chipped on me. Never chipped, never rolled. I mean, this thing does a nice job. And it's all blacked out. Even the seppas are blacked out. There's no gaps, nothing's loose. Everything fits up really tight on this, which is really good. The only problem I had was the Manuki's starting to move, so I just put a dab of glue on there and fixed it right up. I got this one because the Suba drew me to it. I really like this style, and it's got like vines on it and stuff, and so I really like that. My Tanto T10 from Murasami has the exact same Suba. Like I said, I had to shim it. I shimmed it a little bit tighter so it doesn't fall out. But that's the other thing with it, you know, that's where they can afford to drop the price on this. You know, the wood's not high quality for the Saya. It's a little bit softer. And then not real leather, not real race skin, you know. So that's where they cut corners on this. And then you get a $10.95 blade. So that's not too bad, you know, and it's aesthetically looks really nice. It really does, and it holds an edge really good. So in my opinion, I think they did a really nice job on this. There are some things they could have done better, like the Saya. Use a harder wood. Maybe not use synthetic leather for the battle wrap, because synthetic leather a lot of times on this side is really smooth too, and that could have caused the Manukis to start coming loose, you know, from usage, from holding it, and then start shifting around. So I don't know. There are a few high points on the wrap. Let me see if I can't get it in here. Right in here, there's kind of high points on the Edo wrap. Okay. So it's not like 100% perfect flush all the way down on the ska. But it does have a nice little almost curvature to the handle too, so it flows with the blade. Not much, it's just real subtle, real slight. So, but it handles, like I said, really nice in the hands. And there's no rough edges on the Suba, no nothing. Like I said, there's a little ledge, but it's from the wrapping itself. And you can make out where the rubber panels sit on the handle, you know, which is common on most production swords. But like I said, there's no sharp ledges, no nothing. Everything on this is comfortable. And the nice thing about this synthetic leather, you can really grip it. You could probably hear it. I don't know if you can hear that. My thumb rubbing. But it really, you get a good grip on this sword. So, especially for if you're doing it one-handed, you can, I mean, look, I've just got my 3 fingers. And it's holding really, really good. It doesn't want to slip in your hand. So, that's kind of a plus right there too. Is it worth $119? I would say if you're starting out, absolutely. The price has gone up a little bit, because if I remember correctly, when I got this, it was $100 for it. So the price went up a little bit, not much. But the seller is called Hero Swords. They are a forge in Longquan, China. They do have other expensive swords, more than this. They go up to the $200 range. They got T10. They got, well, people call it Damascus. They got folded blades. They've got, they don't have any L6 blades. But they got T10, they got folded blades, they got 1095, and they all vary in price range. So just note that, you know, like, well, most of them, from what I've noticed, just reading on their site, don't have real semi-got. And I think the reason being is they're trying to keep the price down. So what you're paying for, really, is this blade. Is the blade. Okay? Because I can get a 1095 blade, bare, $120, $130, you know, a bare blade. My wife's bare blade that's differentially hardened and folded, that one was, I want to say 136. I could be wrong, could have been 160 for it. But it's a nice blade. It really, really is. It cuts through shit like crazy. She did a short where she was cutting with it, actually. The other thing about this coating that they put on this blade, I've never oiled it. And it's never rusted. And it could be due in part because of the coating they have on here. Don't know. And it's only because I keep forgetting to put oil on it. But I've never oiled this blade. So the coating has some benefits to it. I wouldn't trust it 100%. Have I cut a lot with this like my katanas? No. I've cut more with my katanas than with my waki. But it is a decent wakizashi for the price point. Like I said, it's never chipped, it's never rolled. The blade is perfectly straight. And there's no, like, I can run my finger on the mune and you don't feel any, like, ripples whatsoever. In fact, there's no ripples in the bohi whatsoever from them making it. So they could have used a machine to do it. I'm not sure. But this thing, like I said, for $119, you can't go wrong with it. So, that's my review, guys, on the Hero Swords wakizashi. Like I said, not bad for what you're getting. Because like I said, you're paying for the blade, basically. Planning on getting another sword from them. Little different though. Most people don't do a review on these. And of course, like always, I'm not going to tell you what it is. So don't ask. But it'll be interesting when we get it. I don't know when we're going to get it, because I still have to get another sword from Bohio, Swati. Because I like to get, whenever I test swords out, whether it be Bohio, Swati, I'd like to get at least 2 to see if the quality has changed at all, or if it's still the same. That way I can make a fair analysis if their quality is consistent. You know, one sword isn't going to do that for you. It's just going to tell you about this one. That's it. So I still have to get swords from all those other companies. So as soon as we can, we'll be getting more swords from them, and then I can tell you for sure if their quality stays the same or if it changes. As far as Hanbon, I already know what their quality is like. I like their quality. The Edo wrap, I've never had an issue with their Edo wrap. Ever. It's never come loose on me. And they always, like I said, except for one sword, they always wrap around that kashira, which I know helps immensely to keep that kashira on. You know. So that's why I normally have Hanbon do my custom work. In fact, little update, not only does Hanbon offer you full Samigawa wrap, Hishimi, I think I'm pronouncing that right, I could be doing that wrong, the little paper triangles for your wrap, they offer that now. Of course, all this is additional cost, but this is a new thing they just came up with. You do not have to email them. It's on their build site where you can get double bohi now. Of course, additional cost for the double bohi. And they now carry real Japanese silk ito that you can have done on your swords from them, which I thought was really cool, because I am planning on them doing another custom for me, and this one is gonna have all the whistles and bells on it. I'm gonna have them do full Samigawa wrap, the little paper triangles, and now that I know this, I'm also gonna have them do real Japanese silk on the ito. I was gonna have leather done, but since they have that, I'll get that instead with a customized special blade. So that I throw that little update on there, what Hanbon now has, because I think Hanbon's really has stepped up their game, and they're trying to produce even higher quality swords for people, which I think is really cool, that they're really trying to step up their game. Always been happy, like I said, with their Edo wraps and everything. Sometimes it could take a while for them to do stuff for you because they've got so much work. So, and eventually I'll get a cloud hammer and see how those are, since those are the rave right now. But that's all I have for you guys. Hopefully you're having a really good Thanksgiving weekend, and I will see you later. But don't go anywhere, because we're going to do some cutting. See you next time.